welcome back. Another week, another show. It's Geekonomics. I forgot the name of the show for a second.
Okay over there?
I had like one of those like burps right about this dog.
It was like a remix. Geekonomics.
Geekonomics. Maybe that'll be the new theme of the show. But yes, we're back. We have another week, another show. Marc and Bryon here. We got a bunch of stuff. Bryan's got 2 coffees, so we're good to go.
Coffee and water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a lot of caffeine here.
Coffee to keep me warm, and the water to keep my throat, my mouth moist.
All right. Mark that as 36 seconds into the show. Bryon has said something inappropriate.
Quench
for no reason.
Quench
your thirst is all you had to say.
Yes.
You don't have to say anything else.
I don't know why.
Make it weird.
I don't know why I said that.
Because you like to make things weird.
Speaking of weird, we have a great show coming up this Sunday, Manchester Comic Toy Convention.
Yes.
It's in Massachusetts. It's in Manchester, Connecticut. Sorry.
It is.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 1090 Main Street at the Army and Navy Club.
Yeah, it's a great day for you because there's a guy coming that's right up your alley.
Yes. I'm looking at the celebrities. Ron, who does voice, I think he's an artist for G.I. Joe.
Yes, the comic books, yes.
Yes. Also, we have Steve.
So you can buy comic books from Bryon, or buy G.I. Joes from Bryon.
Yes.
And then take them over there and have that guy sign them.
Oh, my God. Bada bing, bada boom. Don Sarno. Steve, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, but he does Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Jack Holder from Legends of the Realm.
Yes.
And then Matt C. Ryan.
That's local comic book hero, Matt C. Ryan.
Matt C. Ryan. And he has a new Brenda game out, which I saw on Sunday, and it's fantastic.
And he might have a new book coming in the near future as well.
Yes. It is fantastic.
A new Brenda book. Yes.
I bought some stickers off of him.
Nice.
He showed me the game.
Yes.
Really cool.
Yeah. He called me after I forgot to tell him I wasn't going to make it. He called me after the show was done. He's like, "Where were you?"
Yes. That was like, let's get through this.
Yes.
Okay. So this Sunday, come join us. I'm going to have tons of new toys. You might be there. Matt C. Ryan will be there.
I might be.
It's going to be a great show nonetheless. It is like one of the best shows of the year.
It is. It's one of the top 3 shows that our friends put on.
And that 3 always rotates.
And they're no particular order.
Now, this past weekend, we East of the River.
Yes.
Honestly,
the best comic book show in Enfield, Connecticut.
One of the best ones we've had. It beat out last October.
Nice.
I think there was a lot of families.
Yeah.
A lot of kids, which we don't normally see at this show.
Well, that's good.
And
weather was nice.
A lot of new faces.
Yeah.
Weather was nice.
The first time in a while, so that helped.
I worked the door.
You did.
And guess what?
Yeah.
I might be the new permanent door guy.
All right.
But Scott did say that if you need to sell things, he'll gladly let you sell things next to him.
Yeah.
It worked out well because I was not stuck near the bathroom.
Yeah.
And not forgotten.
Yes.
And I kind of felt like it was so nice. The people walk in.
That's a bad spot that you have usually.
The people walk in.
Yeah.
I'm the first booth.
You're the first person.
And guess
they see.
what? It was crazy. I am selling tickets as people are buying things from me.
Yeah.
Like, and people were like not leaving my booth right away. So it was very nice. Like my booth was actually seen. Yeah. I sold a lot more.
Maybe a thing where we even tag team it sometimes. Like I might, I could always sell the tickets and you could be there. I don't need to sell stuff all the time.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah. So that way you're not like
we could
wedged by the bathroom.
We could sit right there.
Yeah,
but that spot worked so well for me.
Yeah.
In the corner where the steps are.
Yeah.
That's where I put the stickers.
Yeah.
And then people can go hang out in that corner.
Yeah.
And they're not in anybody's way.
Yeah.
This worked out so well for me.
Nice.
I don't know how I managed to do it. I just did it.
Yeah.
We were busy until 2:00.
That's awesome.
It didn't slow down until 2:00, Mark.
Yeah.
And it was early bird. We had a nice little push in the beginning.
Yeah.
People stopped coming in around 9:30, and then at 10:00, it was just a nice steady group of people. But you're absolutely right. We could do that. That would be awesome too.
Yeah.
But this spot worked way better than me being near the bathroom.
I mean, it's not a good spot over there.
Matt Ryan he scooted down where I was near the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then the Safari brothers were next to him.
Scooted down so everyone had
and then
space.
Michelle, Scott's wife, who was doing the tarot card readings.
What? Yeah.
Was right there. Tarot card readings. Tarot card, right? Is it tarot card? Tarot card?
Nope.
What does it say?
Tarot
Card.
Think of it as T-A-R-O.
The T at the end is silent.
Tarot card.
Yes.
Reading. Actually, 2 people did it, which was kind of surprising, right? I didn't think anybody.
Well, I mean, that's the point of it.
I know, but
do it.
It just seems like a weird crowd. But people did. Oh, she got a lot of the same joke.
Yeah.
I would do it, but I know you're going to just tell me I'm just going to spend all my money here, and I already know I'm going to do that. I heard like 3 people say that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
You're going to tell me I'm going to move out of my parents' basement. Not going to happen.
Pretty much. Anyway, it was actually a really good show overall. Like, Scott gave me the count. It looked like we had like over 230 people show up.
Wow. That's decent.
It is decent, but a lot of kids.
That's good.
Really good.
Yeah.
A lot of families. And a lot of people did say they saw the ad on Facebook.
There you go.
And I was posting like a madman, especially that morning. Especially that morning.
Yeah.
I posted like crazy.
Yeah.
So huge success.
Especially when there's not much. It's nicer out weather-wise.
And the weather's had
and
stunk.
It's been kind of junky lately. And then if like you're a parent looking for something to do outside the house, this is like a good,
good
avenue
thing to do.
For that. Yeah.
Right.
There's not much else to do at Enfield anymore. So.
And yeah, Matt was like, is Mark coming? And I'm like, I know. And then Matt Ryan just goes, Mark told me he is coming. And then I'm like, all I know is he's not coming? I'm like, I don't know.
He was like, I told him when he called me, I'm like, you're the person. I was like, I knew I forgot to tell somebody I wasn't going to make it. And then it was him. So.
Because he was like, I'm pretty sure he's coming. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's not coming. He's like, did he tell Scott he's coming? And I'm like, I'm working the door because he said he wasn't coming.
Yeah.
And then Matt's like, well, you could hang out with me. And I'm like, I kept telling him, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was fine. He called me around like 3:00 in the afternoon. Just wasn't even that much worried about it because he could have called me during the time that I was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But he waited till 3:00 in the afternoon to call me.
But it was.
But no, it all worked out because it just didn't. Yeah, there's too much going on.
Right. So it was a good time. This Sunday, you might be there hanging out with Matt, maybe.
We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to Matt and see if he needs help.
Yeah.
If not, no point in me going.
Well,
it's a drive.
Yeah,
for Springfield, just to sit and walk around.
Yeah. But it is a good.
I'm not buying anything.
Why?
Because I got a purchase I'm working on. I'm not spending any other money until that purchase is completed.
What are you working on?
I'm getting a Lego purchase.
Which one?
The Amazon has all 10 of the Speed Champions for Formula One that you can get one package.
I'm afraid to know how much that costs.
It's not terrible. It's like $250.
Oh, $250?
Yeah,
that's not that bad.
I know.
Okay, for some reason I thought it'd be $1,000 or something.
No,
$800 or something.
No. If we're to complete the 3 purchases I want to get, it would be expensive. But
what are the 3 purchases?
Well, there's that. That's the Speed Champions pack of 10 cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have Lego icons, like the one I have in my office.
Mm-hmm.
They have a newer version that they can't put out of that. And then they have a full Technic version of my favorite Formula One team's car.
Oh.
So that might be that's the big purchase.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
We'll have to see. Let's spread it out.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Mark.
Yeah,
I totally understand.
The worst thing to happen with Lego is they hooked up with Formula One, and now I'm like, oh man.
You got to start selling some of these sets because where are you going to put them all? You're running out of room.
Did you not see I rearrange my office?
Yeah, it's going to fill up quick.
That's why I rearranged my office. That's why I got made space.
It's going to fill up quick.
I got it all planned out. I got it all mapped out in there.
I know. So I know you said you watched a bunch of stuff this week.
I did.
I only have 2 things, so I let me just say them real quick, and I'm
really
interested to hear what you've been catching up on.
Yeah.
The only thing I watched that is new, I did watch the SNL The Weird Year documentary, which I loved.
It's very good.
It's about technically the bad year, but they called it the weird year.
Yes.
It's the year Michael Lawrence came back after 5 years of being gone, and he fired everybody, and he started fresh.
Yeah. Well, they first talk about the year that was that beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He let everybody go.
Well, Lorne Michaels, they talk about he came back at the end of that year. They talk about the year that was first.
No, he was gone for 5 years. He was coming back because it was going to be canceled.
Yeah, but he didn't.
They fired him. Everybody got fired. He goes, I'm starting fresh.
Yeah.
And he hired
Robert Downey Jr.,
Michael C. Hall,
Randy Quaid.
Yes.
John
Actors.
Cusack.
He hired actors instead of comedians other than John Lovitz.
Yeah.
John Lovitz was actually the one who got to keep his job amongst Dennis Miller and a few others.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus was in there.
No, Julia Dreyfus, she was the cast before.
Billy Crystal.
She was with Billy Crystal cast. Like all got canned.
That's right.
But anyway, the best part of that I really want to go watch is one episode that Francis Ford Coppola directed.
Yes.
And it was like the show started and Francis Ford Coppola, and it was Norm from Cheers, who was the host. And Francis Ford Coppola is in the director's chair, and he's like having George Wendt come out and do like the monologue.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, cut. I think you could do it better. And the audience, laugh.
Yeah.
And then George Wendt's like, yeah, but they heard the joke. I don't think they're going to laugh again. And he turns to the audience, okay, audience, just think of something really funny. Even if you don't find the joke funny again. Yeah. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And like, I guess he directed the entire episode live.
Yeah.
And I want to watch that.
Yeah.
Something I never knew.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that was really cool. And I think it was interesting to hear about Damon Wayans, how he got fired.
Yeah.
And they let him come back at the final episode to do stand-up.
Yeah.
And
they were on to make In Living Color.
Well, yeah, he ended up being in movies and Living Color. But he went rogue during a sketch because he was frustrated, and Lorne Michaels literally fired him after it was the first time he ever fired anybody.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't like it. He didn't like firing people, but he just couldn't.
We can't go rogue.
Can't go rogue.
Not in a live show.
Then the only other thing worth mentioning for me this week is we recorded ETV with True Jackie.
We did.
And I have to say,
you did a great job.
That was the least nervous, the most relaxed.
I was about to say.
It was my favorite episode of ETV I ever hosted. Two things. One, we knew Kate from Feeney.
Yes.
I didn't overthink it. I actually didn't even worry about it until the day of,
that's good.
That's my problem. And then on top of that, I think the stools made a big difference. The stools helped.
Well,
I mean, it was something different we tried.
It was nice.
I do agree.
Feel more relaxed.
I have a feeling it had to do with because you were sitting down, you weren't nervous energy standing, and
also those three.
Also, just knowing
that helped.
Those three brought laid back energy.
Yes, they're very chill,
and their music's very good. But also Brian DePippo, the drummer, I went to high school. Well, I knew him from high school. He went to Enfield High.
So you had some connections.
I had some connection, and like Kate's husband, Noah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
They're all really nice.
So like the energy they bring is so like laid back and cool.
They're very chill.
I think it really like helped.
And their music goes with it. You can tell in the music that they're very chill folk.
Yes.
It's very kind of
90s. Well, it's 90s raw grunge, which I love.
Yeah, but it also has like a kind of a celestial vibe to it a little bit.
Yeah. So I absolutely walked out saying, "Man, that was my favorite. I loved it."
Yeah, they were really well. They did a really good job.
Yeah, it was a good. It was a good show. So True Jackie, check out them on streaming services, and they'll be on ETV.
Yes, their show will debut next week.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they'll be on the interwebs and on the local access channels.
And as much as Mike Haynes wants to say it was all him because he was around, his energy helped too. He was hiding behind the curtain, and I nailed that ending, and it was because Michael Haynes was there.
It was not. I'll tell you right now. I love Michael Haynes, but good Lord, is he like a Tasmanian devil?
I'm really happy he showed up though, because he helped out great with audio.
I always want to tie him down sometimes, if I could.
He did a fantastic job.
He kind of flies around. And he distracts. He gets you all revved up.
Oh, we had a ball. We were laughing and giggling.
God, it's very. I'm gonna like go into one of your shows at your studio, and sit in front of you, and have like long, determined conversations and see how you enjoy it.
We were quiet.
Or this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have like bring someone else that's just a random friend too, and have them like jibber jabber with the other person next to you. So there's like 2 conversations happening while you're trying to direct. And let you know how that goes.
He was pretty quiet for the most part.
But it was just at one point. Yeah. Travis was talking with James about audio stuff. And then you and Mike were down goofing off about some random thing.
We kept it low.
No, you don't. You don't.
I thought we did.
No.
Bryan,
I'm sorry.
I heard you guys over the headsets.
Oh my gosh. It was like
I heard you. I could hear.
I was like,
I could hear the.
I like literally turned to Jill, and I think she could read it in my eyes. I was like, I want to scream at them, but I also don't want to scream right now because I don't want to be that guy. So just like looking at her like. Anger.
I apologize, Mark. I'm sorry. I'll make sure.
Take your conversations outside.
Right.
There's a whole green room you can have conversations in.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I'll make sure to rein in when Mike's around.
Well, you'll be on camera. You won't be able to be distracted.
Eureka! We solved the problem.
The problem is not to leave you 2 alone.
Did you say Eureka?
Eureka.
It's Eureka.
It's Eureka.
Really? What is wrong with you?
Eureka?
Eureka. EU is your.
Does it matter? Is it potato?
It's 2 different words.
Oh my! It's
Eureka.
It's
Eureka's
not
a word.
Eureka. Eureka is not a word.
Eureka is the word.
Eureka.
I've heard
Where
Eureka.
did you learn English?
Yeah, but Eureka.
No.
It's like you can't keep
no,
saying
Bryan.
It's not going to make it better.
Eureka.
You just keep saying it over and over
Huzzah! Right? Did I say
That's
that right?
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I should have just said that. Yeah. Eureka. What I said?
Like
Eureka.
You said Eureka.
You said Eureka.
I thought it is Eureka.
No.
It's Eureka.
Eureka.
It's EUR.
There's no A at the beginning of it.
I don't know. Maybe I just said it wrong.
Who taught you English?
I don't know. Nobody. I think I learned about
That's the problem. No one taught.
And Eureka. We're gonna make a. We should make. Josh.
Where did I say wrong?
We should start a
bingo card.
We should just make T-shirts of Bryan's weird words. He says.
Yeah.
We'll make millions. Tarot. Card readings.
Tarot.
Eureka.
Critical Role does it, so when
Yeah, Eureka. Eureka vacuums.
It has begun.
All right, we should get into Mark. What did you catch up on? I'm interested to hear what you've been watching.
I don't remember now. Good thing I wrote it down because I would not have remembered any of it after that.
Eureka.
God, stop. I've been watching Invincible. It's amazing. The season's really well done. Really good.
I haven't even watched season 2 yet.
You should get to work on that because you got a lot of catch up on. I watched the finale of Cobra Kai. Finished that.
Mm-hmm.
Really well done. Wrapped it up very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little bow.
I didn't even know that show was still on.
Yeah, they finished their last season. 6 seasons.
In a movie?
Yes.
That's what that new one is.
They're making a
Karate
movie.
Kid
No,
Legacy.
there is a movie, Bryan.
I know there is.
Yeah.
That's why I made the joke. Yeah, I know.
So that's done. And then Claire and I yesterday, after we got back, we went to Main Fish Market to celebrate Kylie's birthday, which was in December, but life stuff happened.
Sunday night, you guys went?
Last night, yes. Like Sunday afternoon, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're old people now. We eat at 3. But no, we all got together. With Aunt Lois and Monica, my cousin. We went to Main Fish Market for Kylie's birthday / celebration of my dad's birthday, which is today.
Oh.
So that was very nice. We exchanged Christmas presents because we never had a chance to do that.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't have any Christmas presents for anybody because I didn't buy any Christmas presents for anybody.
Yeah.
You've been busy,
life.
Mark.
Well, just life.
Yeah.
Life happens.
But stuff. Eye stuff is just.
Well, that and then just
life.
Family stuff happening. But yeah, so that was really nice to hang out with everybody and see everybody. Mariah's getting ready for a wedding in November.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy. But anyways, when we got home, on the ride home, Claire and I were like, wow, it's like 6 o'clock at night. Like, we got a bunch of time to kill. Like, what do you want to, like, what should we do? I was like, let's watch a movie. We haven't watched a movie in forever. And she was like, all right, what are you thinking? I'm like, let's watch Conclave. We've been wanting to watch Conclave. And with the stuff happening in the world right now, there's a good chance we might be in one in the near future. So let's watch Conclave and see what that's all about.
Wasn't that good, but okay.
Well, no, because the Pope
it's
issues.
I know.
So
it's very topical.
Yeah. I know. I saw it. I saw Conclave. But I liked it.
So we watched it,
but it wasn't like the best movie. But it was good.
It was good though. It was really well done.
I love the soundtrack.
Good cast. You could definitely tell it was an Oscar-made movie, like made for the Oscars.
It was.
Like a lot of shots in it were very Oscar shots.
I mean,
and like
I like the twist. It's based on a book.
And, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is based on a book, and the ending, I like the twist ending, which I don't want to spoil for anybody.
Yeah,
because I like that. I liked it. It was kind of interesting.
It's kind of a cop out, but yeah, it was nice.
Cop out? What do you mean?
It's like there could have been better things. The ending was not great, but it was alright.
Well, about the one guy who gets it, but then he talks about what he has.
Like very heavy-handed, but anyways, just kind of But anyways, it was good though. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
it was. There's someone at the door.
Yeah, I heard it.
It was kind of predictable a little bit, but not terrible. But it was good though. It was really well done.
Yeah.
Besides that, after that, we've been seeing a lot of the 0 Day ads, the Robert De Niro limited series on Netflix.
Oh, I thought that was a movie.
No, it's a limited series, 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's try that.
Is it mobsters? What is it?
No, it's all like political drama stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's all based around, there's like a cyber attack that's ends up being called 0 Day.
Is he playing the president?
He plays a former president.
Okay.
And what happens is every digital device is turned off for a minute, which causes like planes to fall out of the sky, trains to go through intersections that without knowing, trains running into each other, mass hysteria. And then he is tasked with being the head of this commission, the 0 Day Commission. All right, so we're back. Sorry, we had someone come to the door of the bunker that we had to answer. Big things happening. So 0 Day. Like I was saying, Claire and I decided to watch the first episode. We got through the first episode, and I turned to Claire and I'm like, "You want to keep going?" She's like, "Yes." So we ended up. This was like
6 hours.
9:00 at night, probably.
What time did you go to bed?
Claire went to bed at 2.
Holy shit.
Because we was like, we could not stop watching it. She was like, this is too good to stop. She's like, I need to know what's happening. I need to know what this answer is, or what the end of this is.
Was it good ending?
It's really well done.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. I was like, because I like turned to Claire like halfway through. I was like, it was like almost midnight. I'm like, you sure? She's like, what am I doing tomorrow? She's like, let's watch this. Let's figure this out. I want to see how this ends.
That's the one with De Niro, right?
Yes. And he's amazing.
Yeah.
This is like probably one of the best things I've seen him in a long while.
Yeah.
He is really does a really good job. The story is really like, it's very, like you think it's going one way and it goes a whole different direction. It's just very well done. I'm not gonna tell you any more than that. So I don't ruin it for anybody.
I do want to watch it.
But yeah, it's on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes. They're about an hour long each. So you can get through it relatively quickly.
In 6 hours.
Well, yeah. But yeah. So tackled that. So that was really well done. I really want to see your opinion of it because I really enjoyed it. So
I like De Niro.
I think it'd be something that,
hey, just so you know, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right. It's just so you know, so you're not asking for me.
Okay. We'll continue talking.
Not that we will, but anyways.
We got to get through this. We got to do Elimination Chamber. So.
Yeah, so you need to be back for that. But yeah, so those are the things I did. Me and Fish Market was delicious yesterday. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that was it? That's all you catched up on?
That's a lot of... I probably watched more things.
I was
going to watch...
Mythic Quest has been great.
Mythic Quest was really well done.
I caught up
really
yesterday. It's a good episode. Yes. There's a big thing happens with Poppy.
On it,
which is awesome.
Severance has been really good.
Haven't watched the lick of Severance. I know, you're waiting. We're waiting.
You're waiting. Shorzy drops this week.
Yes, I will be watching that. We'll be talking about it.
Next week, Daredevil drops.
Drops on Monday. 2 episodes. Now the thing about Monday is Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And then
which would be the one day after Elimination Chamber.
Which I want to watch live. So I'm going to do my best to watch Daredevil between when we record our podcast Tuesday.
Yeah.
I might have to watch Daredevil in the morning.
That's fine.
But
depends how long they are. If they're an hour,
the hour time is between 40 minutes to an hour,
Yeesh.
which is good.
That's a long one.
Those are good.
Yeah, like I was gonna watch Last Week Tonight this morning, and I didn't get around to doing that yet. So
I haven't even watched last week's.
it's good. It was a good one.
I know, but it's
I know you're depressed. You don't want
It's
to watch.
depressing. John Oliver, I do love, and I love his show.
Yes,
but the news is so depressing every day.
yeah.
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah,
Anyways, so I would say I'm 2 episodes away from finishing Dexter, Original Sin.
Okay.
And
which Claire was like, I mentioned that to Claire,
far.
and she was like, I think Dexter's probably has her least favorite like show ending.
Well, a lot of people said that, but then it came back, had a new ending.
Yeah, like 10 years later though, it came back.
It came back a couple years ago. Gave it a better, I guess better, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the ending wraps into the beginning of this show because this show's a prequel when he was younger.
Gotcha.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Once I finish, I'm going to start watching season 2 of Umbrella Academy, which I haven't started. And then I'm going to dive into Dexter, the original series on Netflix.
Yeah, the John Lithgow episodes were awesome. I remember that.
Yeah. So it's good. I have like tiny nitpicks with the show. I'm enjoying it.
That's any show though. You can do that.
But this show, it's like the writers think the audience is dumb because.
Well, remember, it was 10 years ago.
No, this.
Oh, this is the new one you're talking about.
This is the new one.
Oh, gotcha.
I like it.
I mean, it could be just they think they are.
Here is my nitpick. So there's this one episode, they show this little boy and he's kidnapped.
Yeah.
And he's making a tool to stab the kidnapper. And you see him and he's rubbing this piece of metal on the ground, making pointy. Making a shiv.
Yes.
Cut to another scene, stuff happens. Cut to another scene, stuff happens. Then we go back to the kid in the hole.
He's got a battle axe. Oh.
Yes. He built the whole battle axe. I'm like, what is going on here? No.
How'd the kid get a forge?
He hears the door opening.
Yeah.
And then they cut back. They give you a flashback of the kid doing the thing. And I'm like, I know the kid did the thing. I don't need the flashback to show me the kid did the thing. I know the kid did the thing.
Well, you know.
They did it twice and it bothered me both times. I'm like.
Maybe it's the guy that used to direct WWE is now directing.
Whoever the writers
what happened an hour ago.
Or it happened either the writers or in editing. They're like, well, maybe we should remind the people.
I don't know. That was a bit ago.
Like it was 10 minutes ago. I know. And they did it twice. And it was just kind of like, I didn't like it.
Could just be the director.
Well, that's an editing or writing thing.
I know,
the director has nothing to do with that.
Well, the director's usually in that writing, in the editing booth.
Usually, the editor, I mean, I don't know. It could just
be a bad storytelling.
It just, other than that, the show's great. It's just tiny nitpicks like that bother me.
You know.
That was the only, and then there is one scene in particular where Dexter does figure out someone who did something.
Yeah.
But that person who has a mark on said body part has said body part out like say, I'm not giving anything away, but say
like a mark on your wrist.
Mark on your wrist.
And you walk
have
around
a bandage.
With a big circle on it.
You have a
bandage.
With
a big arrow pointing towards it.
And you have your thing and the bandage sticking out.
Yeah.
You would keep that hand like kind of covered.
Well, you'd think you would.
He puts it right on the desk awkwardly like this. And he has like this. And he's like talking to Dexter with his hand. And the bandage is poking out with the little blood. Yeah. And Dexter looks at it.
Yeah, well.
And goes, in his mind goes, I know.
I know it was you. Well, yeah, of course you do, genius.
I'm like, who does that?
Are you the dumbest serial killer in the history of the planet? Maybe you are.
Maybe you are. I was like, okay.
Well,
but, the show is still fun and entertaining, and I'm enjoying it. But
it's just one of those pet peeves.
It's just
bad storytelling.
Small things like that bother me.
It's right up there with me and paying to pick vegetables and fruits at stands.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
No, I'm just saying it's one of my pet peeves.
Pick your own places. He was going off last night about
hate it
that.
With a passion.
Like, why do I pay? Why would I pay to go pick apples?
I'm talking about storytelling. You went completely off the reservation
because
here.
The only reason is because it's in his mind because he was bitching about it yesterday for 25 minutes to an hour.
It even got brought up. I hate it.
But I wasn't even talking about that.
I know,
Which is pet peeves.
But you brought up a pet peeve, and
the
Mark's
correlation
pet
would
peeve
be
is that
how a couple weeks ago you talked about it bothers you when you watch a show in the
continuity errors.
continuity errors. That's a
same
pet
thing.
peeve.
Yeah. That's a good correlation. You
Well, I already talked about that, so moving on to a different pet peeve.
What's this? Grind my gears.
Do you know what I hate? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you know what I hate? People.
You know what I hate? Corduroy pants. Brian used to wear corduroy pants all the time.
I you hear them coming.
I had one pair.
I know, you'd wear them all the time.
I like corduroy pants.
I hate them. They make noise. It's like, I don't want sound effects as I'm walking.
All right. I know I really, and everybody wants to hear about your picking.
That's a good one.
But
That's a good one.
we need to get into Elimination Chamber.
We do need to get to the Elimination Chamber.
It's now time for the Geekonomics Wrestling Challenge.
Woot woot.
Recapping points going into Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I want to hear these.
In third place, Big Josh with 86 points.
Wait, 86?
Yes.
Okay.
Sitting in second spot,
Yeah.
Guy with 106 points.
Okay.
And in the lead, this guy with 124 points.
Okay.
Going into Elimination Chamber where eliminations count more than the actual match does.
Yeah, we did talk about this. We were gonna. This is gonna be a way for us for Josh or me to catch up, or Mark to go really out there. Also, I noticed you added a bonus thing. We'll get to that.
It's a surprise bonus that came from Friday night's show.
Yes.
So I don't know what's going on with it, but we'll figure out what's happening. It could be the worst story in wrestling history,
or it could be great.
Or it could be good. I'm leaning towards it being the worst story in wrestling history, but we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Starting with the beginning of the list of show matches that we have announced as of today, just because we need to put a match on the card match, Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus are up against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This match is just because...
Cool, I want to see Tiffany Stratton.
It's in Toronto, and Trish Stratus probably has a thing in her contract where if there's anything happening in WWE in Toronto, she must be in it.
Well,
in
I
some
think
form or manner.
They have been leading. They just had a tag team
special attraction match, as they call it.
Yeah, but this storyline has been going on. It makes sense.
It has been happening for a long period of time, and they needed somehow get this continuing. So we'll start with you, Brian. Who do you got? Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus up against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
Okay, just going based off SmackDown, which I lose a lot of context with SmackDown because I can't watch the whole thing.
Yes.
Also, we have WrestleMania coming up.
We do.
And we know Tiffany's going to be up against somebody for the belt at WrestleMania.
That's been confirmed, Brian.
That's been confirmed.
Elimination Chamber
Charlotte
for
did
Rhea.
Charlotte chose Tiffany.
You're absolutely
Elimination
right.
So make sure
for
it
Rhea.
doesn't influence your pick. That's why I was trying.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the reminder because I honestly
know that would have
forgot.
influenced your pick. I could sense where you were going there, and I'm like, you're going to make up a story that can never exist right now. So
yeah. So my opinion is, I feel like the way Friday went, I'm going to give it. This has got to go to Tiffany and Trish.
Okay.
I feel like this will be a nice win. But there's no belt on the line,
no,
so it's
just a
it's
special
a fun
attraction
tag team.
match.
Yeah, so Tiffany
There's
and
only a
Trish.
1 point match because of that. Only 1 points for point matches that do not include a championship belt. 2 points for matches that do include a championship belt. So, Josh, we're going to do next. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus up against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Who you got?
I'm waiting for this to just be something where it shows Nia and Candice can't work together and something falls apart and it just becomes a way to make Tiffany look stronger for her belt.
Yes.
So I'm going with TNT because they're dynamite. All
right. I will finish the sweep with Stratton and Trish.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Next up, we have the unsanctioned match between...
It's so unsanctioned they're having it on the bill.
It's so unsanctioned that they've had this match 9,000 times, but they're going to unsanction this one. Even though they've fought continually
because
for
Sammy
years.
is actually injured, so he's
not technically.
he's not supposed to be
really
wrestling.
Supposedly.
No,
Per the storyline.
Mark.
He's so badly injured. He's taken the pile driver that Randy Orton took.
Oh,
and Sami Zayn is back in 2 weeks. Randy Orton,
Cody,
we've not seen since.
Cody got the same power.
I know.
Yeah.
Neither one of them.
They were out for like a week.
Have not seen Randy Orton since for some reason.
Yeah, that one was
Because
crazy.
in other words, he's on vacation.
Yeah.
And he'll be back maybe this show. Who knows? Start setting up a Kevin Owens, Randy Orton WrestleMania match, maybe.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
Maybe. All right, so Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, unsanctioned match. 1 point. Who you got, Josh?
I have KO just beating the crap out of Sammy, or a caveat of the match just ends because he destroys him and somebody comes out and stops him. But I think KO's gonna win it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it just because it's unsanctioned, there is no winner.
Okay. All right. So, Bri, who you got?
Everything Josh does, he's absolutely right. I think Kevin Owens wins this. I also think because it's unsanctioned, this could be one of those matches we don't have. They ring the bell and nobody really technically wins because Kevin Owens just like destroys him. I think they've really laid it up that Sammy's hurt and that this match shouldn't be happening. And I think Kevin Owens, this is just getting us towards WrestleMania. He's on the warpath. And I think this is just one casualty in that warpath. That's it. Kevin Owens.
I'm going to not go with you guys. I'm going to say Sami Zayn is going to win. But the reason why Sami Zayn is going to win is, like I mentioned earlier, we have not seen Randy Orton. Randy Orton's going to come out. He's going to cost Kevin the win against his arch nemesis, Sami Zayn, which will then send Kevin over the edge and make him go after Randy Orton for WrestleMania and need to fight him to end this story.
Finish the fight.
At WrestleMania, because that's what the story really is that Kevin thinks Randy turned on him, siding with Cody, and took his friend away, and that's what started this whole downward spiral for Kevin.
Yeah.
So, end of the story is really Kevin and Randy. So I think that's where this is going to go, is that Randy's going to come out, cost Kevin the match. Kevin's going to then challenge Randy to a match at WrestleMania, and that's where we get to there. So
I like
makes
that.
sense.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn for me. All right.
Like honestly, I changed my mind like 4 times on this match. So
it's either or.
Yeah.
The first 2 of these I don't give 2 hoots what happens in either one of them. So, first elimination chamber match we're going to tackle is the women's elimination chamber, and with this one and the men's one, we're going to have a special caveat.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is first we're going to go through our picks for who we think is going to win the elimination chamber. Then you're going to then talk about how you think folks are going to be eliminated, but the person who you pick to win has to be the last person in your list of who's going to be eliminated.
Yeah,
well,
that makes sense.
I was even going to say we don't have to put them in our list because they're not going to be eliminated.
Correct.
Right.
So you don't have to even put, because your winner
do it, yes.
and then the order of the elimination.
People are going to be eliminated.
Here's a question, real quick. You put 5 points. Now, say this is hypothetical. I say Alexa Bliss is out first. Do I get 5? I get 5 points for that. But then I say Bailey second, but Naomi goes second. So then
you don't get 5 points.
But I get 5 points for each correct elimination.
Correct.
That's what we were
And you get an extra added 10 points.
Wait, 10?
At the very end of that.
If you're completely correct
you get
for
all 4 correct.
And the winner.
You could get.
So you get the 2, the 5, and if you can get all elimination and the winner in that right order, on top of that 7 points, you get 10, so you get 17.
You get
no
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Plus
2, so 27. So you could get 37 points total.
You're right. Sorry.
If you were to go complete super bonus.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hence why it's called the super bonus.
I got you. I'm glad we're clearing that up.
Yes.
All right.
So, with that, Women's Elimination Chamber match is Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez. Winner will challenge Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The match winner is a 2-point pick because it is a big match, not just a regular match. So we're knocking it up from the 1 point to the 2-point level.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Bryan. Who do you think is going to win the Women's Elimination Chamber match?
You can still get the winner and get the 2 points and just
yeah,
and suck the rest of it.
Everything else is
Yeah.
bonus, Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah. So
For
you're setting
me-
yourself up for that happening. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So I believe it's going to be Liv Morgan
Of course you do.
because
You love Liv Morgan.
I love Liv Morgan. She's amazing. And I can watch her wrestle all day long. But also because I believe WrestleMania, her up against Rhea, this is something that I think these two, they're both really, they're superstars right now. And I think last year we kind of had a dud. Becky Lynch was sick. She lost the belt. Rhea took the belt back. It wasn't, Becky Lynch is by far my favorite woman wrestler of all time. But second in place, Liv Morgan and Rhea, I think is top billing, baby. So that's where I think we're going with this.
Okay.
Now,
So now you're going into
yes,
order of elimination of the women in the match.
All right. So I think,
So taking Liv out of it, of course.
yeah.
Who do you think is going to be eliminated first?
Oh my lord! Oh my lanta!
This could all go away like instantly as soon as they come out, and they like who goes into pods. You could like end up having no chance if like Roxanne Perez is in a pod and doesn't even come out till last.
Yeah.
Other people could be eliminated, and if you say Roxanne Perez is gone first, so this is what the caveat is. It's like a Royal Rumble, but even more.
Yeah. It would be okay.
More chances of things not happening.
This is how I see it. I think honestly, let's say Alexa Bliss is going to be out first.
Okay.
She's out first. I'm going to say Naomi is going to be out second.
Okay.
I think Bianca is going to be out third.
Or Bianca.
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 Bianca. Then I think this is going to be interesting. This is what I like to see happen. I think Bayley's out fourth.
Mm-hmm. I think Roxanne's going to go second place twice in a row.
I think Roxanne, it's going to make it interesting if you have Perez and Liv Morgan sparring off at the last.
Yeah.
Like
who ended up the last eliminated in Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Is that going to be last eliminated in the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, I think Roxanne Perez is going to be your fifth.
Your last elimination.
The last elimination.
All right.
I think she's got the she's kind of like, well, she's new on the scene right now, right? Because I know she's been a wrestler for a long time, but she's back. So I kind of.
Well, she's NXT. She's new to.
Oh yeah, she's NXT.
WWE.
And this could kind of raise her stardom.
Yes.
Like Tiffany Stratton showed up last year.
Yes.
And it really helped her.
She's kind of that spot.
Yeah.
This year as Tiffany was last year.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Josh. Who you got winning the Elimination Chamber for the women?
Just because the title is for Rhea,
yes,
I unfortunately have to go with Liv. I just see them either doing something Judgment Day positive wise, or them finally killing Judgment Day with Liv losing WrestleMania.
Okay.
That's just because the way everything's going. That's the only thing I can think of, story wise.
All right, and now who you got? Your order of eliminations.
Just because I don't see Bianca and Naomi, why there's a reason for them to be in it, honestly, other than
not a lot of women in there.
Yeah, I know,
divisions.
But like, I almost have a feeling it's gonna be one of those weird. Honestly, with this, I was thinking about it. I almost see this being one of the few Elimination Chambers where no one gets eliminated until like there's only like 2 people left in the pods, and it just becomes like a battle royal for no reason. And I have a feeling it's going to be Bianca being taken out, then Naomi, then Roxanne, then Bailey, then Alexa.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it while you guys were talking this whole time, and before, I was like, it seems like makes sense.
Yeah. So going into this, I also think the way you guys are thinking, so clean sweep on the pick, at least, of Liv Morgan winning. The other options don't make much sense.
No, they don't.
Storyline wise.
Yeah.
Especially with it being Rhea. If it was Tiffany, it'd be different, but it's Rhea, so it's kind of, this is the only way this can kind of go. In order of eliminations, I'm gonna go Naomi first, Bianca second, Bailey third, then Roxanne, and then Alexa is your last.
Wow.
So you're already kind of on the same pattern as I am, but not.
They're bringing Alexa back, and they've been promoting her so much on SmackDown, which you don't get to see. So I think having her go early doesn't make much sense in their storyline way of doing things. And I think they're also in the future going to do the whole Liv Alexa story will be the next thing after Rhea's done.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of why I have them ending.
Yeah. And Bailey and the other ones are in stories, kind of like Naomi and Bianca. I think that's going to end up either something will happen tonight on Raw.
Well, that was my other thought.
Because they're fighting Liv and Raquel tonight for the women's championship, tag team championships. So either something's going to be revealed tonight that's going to cause them either to break up or something to happen with the Jade situation.
Well, like
something will happen after this.
That's what I was going to say to you. Is we had discussed this, and like you had said that the whole setup of Liv and
Raquel
being there was a red herring.
Yes,
and really it was Naomi that did it.
Something.
So that's why I'm almost thinking. That's why I think they're going to be the first 2 eliminated.
Yeah, because they're going to turn on each other. Something's going to happen. They're going to turn each other, and then Bailey and Roxanne have been in a story on NXT for a while.
Exactly. That's why was my other thought.
So I think they're going to cancel each other out. So then that leaves Alexa and Liv.
Yeah.
And then that's why I kind of went that way.
Okay. I like it.
Moving on to the men's.
So that's why we sort of have like the same pattern, but not
match.
Really.
Same thing we're going to do again. You're going to do your pick, and then you're going to do your order of elimination. It's John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins in the men's elimination chamber match. The winner of this goes on to fight Cody Rhodes, which we'll be talking about after this is over with. So, Bryon, we'll come back to you after we go to Josh. Josh, who you got winning the men's elimination chamber match?
CM Punk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a feeling
shooting for the fence again.
Well,
going back to the same tap you went to for.
No, I picked John Cena.
Oh, that's right. You picked John Cena.
I picked John Cena.
Yeah.
But that's what I think is. I was going to pick John Cena, but I'm like, no, they're just teasing that.
Yeah.
They want people to be like, oh yeah, John's gonna. He's especially since the whole thing of him not actually fighting.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to become a thing, and wherever he comes out in the chamber, he's going to become a target because everyone's going to like, he didn't fight for his spot. He was just given it. Yeah. So he's going to be like the fodder.
He took it. He wasn't given it.
No, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like he didn't have to fight for his way in. Yeah. The whole thing of he didn't earn his way in. But yeah, that's my thought is CM Punk. Just not really. It doesn't really like not a story thing, but it just makes sense for it to be a CM Punk amongst whoever else is in there.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, and how you have him being eliminated?
This is tough. I have it written down, but I'm still looking at it like, is this what I wanted? So I'm just gonna go for it. Rollins, Priest, Drew, Cena, Paul.
So you have Rollins being eliminated first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a feeling even if he doesn't start it, he's going to be one of the first 3.
Okay.
And I have a feeling if it's going to be Drew that takes him out, and then Drew's going to focus on CM, and then it's just, but yeah, I have a feeling that's because then you got the Drew and Damian Priest stuff that's been going on.
Yeah.
So if it's those 3, I have a feeling Drew's just going to focus on Rollins, and
like it.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, who do you have winning the men's elimination chamber match?
Just like you, Josh, I've gone back and forth all week, struggling between CM Punk or John Cena.
Yes.
Both of them can make sense if you think about it long enough. CM Punk has a little beef going on with Cody Rhodes a little bit. There's been back and forth. Also, on top of that, you have John Cena. They're really pushing the John Cena going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I think John Cena could still be in WrestleMania. It's a 2-night event. He could be wrestling somebody else. It doesn't even have to be Cody Rhodes. But it won't be for a title.
Gotcha.
So I am stuck between John Cena and CM Punk. What I just went with, I just let God take the wheel. And I went with John Cena.
Wow.
This time. I went against CM Punk because I don't know. Like, I'm glad Josh took CM Punk in this weird way because I really have a hard time with this. I'm going to go with John Cena because I could see him fighting Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and I could still see him losing.
Yeah.
But I could see him do the whole, like, them shaking hands and raising the hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't really see John Cena winning a belt.
Like he did with Uso.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think... Because he's retiring. It just seems weird.
Okay.
But it could happen.
Okay.
So.
How are they being eliminated?
John Cena wins. We're going to go. Drew McIntyre is going to be first gone. Because right now, they're really, really pushing. They're making Drew kind of look like he's...
Cannon fodder?
He's like... He's eating the poop on a lot of things recently because it's giving him anger. He's got the anger in him.
Yes.
So I feel like him getting knocked out first is just gonna drive the momentum behind his story.
Okay.
Priest, I have no reason, but Priest, Seth, I think Logan Paul is going to outlast a lot of them just because everybody hates him, and I think it allows him to be hated even more.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Punk, leading. I think it's gonna
Punk
be
Cena at the end.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be those two, and I think I'm gonna give it to John Cena. I know they're really heavy-handed with him with these pieces, with him winning, and I might be falling for it because that's all I can see. So yeah, man, John Cena, and that's it.
All right, so. This is awkward that we've basically flip-flopped.
I know
our Royal Rumble picks.
Yes, we did, and you could bite us in the butt.
Because I am also going for John Cena to win.
We both picked CM Punk.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I know.
We flipped completely. And Josh went with Cena.
Yeah, and I went with Cena.
Yeah.
Now we're flipping it, and Josh is going with Punk, and we're going with Cena.
It's a tough one
because I think that. You don't do the promo that Cena did after Royal Rumble if you're not going to have him be a main event of WrestleMania.
Right. And he's retiring.
With it being his last one ever.
Yeah.
The thing of him not being in a championship match at WrestleMania would be a crazy thought. Like him just being at WrestleMania.
And not being a big
And not being involved in something big.
Right.
Doesn't really make any sense.
And you said something after Royal Rumble. He lost.
Yes.
And you made a good point. You did say, listen, after during the press conference, this is putting the fire under him to win Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
So I don't know.
And also, you can only pull the rug out from under the fans so many times.
And then they get mad.
Like if you were to do it again with this one and him not win again, there is no other chance for WrestleMania for him to be involved in anything unless he just puts himself in a match,
which he did with this.
But I'm saying that's like the only thing, and that's like then you're kind of like,
what's going on here?
Why?
Yeah, I agree.
Why?
I agree.
And I think there's a story which I'll get to later on.
Yeah, I agree.
That they could be doing. In order of eliminations, it's been rumored Damian Priest is hurt. So with that, I'm having Damian go out first.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to remove him and replace him with somebody else. You can have him go, be in the match, do whatever, get eliminated, move on. I have Logan Paul going second because I hate Logan Paul. I would have him go first, no matter what.
But he's too good to go that early.
With Damian being hurt, I figure you have to do it that way. Third out, I have Drew. I think he's going to be taken out by the guy who he'll be fighting at WrestleMania, which isn't Seth Rollins, because I have Seth going out next. Because I also have that person fighting this next person as well. And I think they're going to do some kind of crazy match at WrestleMania where it'll be Drew versus Seth versus CM Punk, who's going to be the last guy out.
Yeah.
So that's my thought
process.
Wow.
So me and you both got Punk last guy out.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Because I also think Punk has been hinting at the thing with Cena.
Yes.
And if they're going to have Cena be in the championship match, this is that time to do the Punk Cena planting the seeds of a future story.
Yeah. Also,
which I will talk about in a second.
Punk does have a favor in his pocket.
He does.
Which we don't know what that entails.
We do not.
No.
So that's my rundown for that.
Okay. Wow, Mark. Me and you are kind of on the same page.
I know. It's just scary because I don't like it when we're that close.
Before you
then again, I'm also playing defense a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because I do have a buffer.
You're ahead.
So I'm a little bit playing defense as well to kind of like cover the bases here.
Yeah.
We have added a bonus for the whole show.
Yeah.
Because there is one more thing that's happening at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Very weird.
Probably the weirdest, oddest promo I've seen in a long time on WWE happened Friday night when The Rock came out.
Yeah.
And was being a good guy, but also being a bad guy, but then being a good guy again.
He turned heel at the end. Everybody hated him.
And then calling Cody out to then give him flowers, but then also not give him flowers.
He wants him to go to the dark side. He basically Darth Vader
tells Cody that he wants him to be his champion.
Yep.
Which Cody looks at him weirdly, doesn't understand what's going on.
What does that entail?
And then at the end of the promo, Rock remembered his line, it seemed like, that he was supposed to be saying this whole time. And it was like, oh yeah, what I was supposed to say to you is, I want your soul.
That was the weirdest dialogue I've heard in wrestling.
Why?
Because it's not coming from a mystical character.
No, it's coming from a corporate guy.
Like if it was coming from like the Wyatt Six, get it.
Or Undertaker.
That
would be more
even Damian Priest.
Or like a Karrion Kross.
Damian Priest or Karrion Kross.
Like a Karrion Kross type.
Right. But when he said that, I was dumbfounded.
Weird. It was just weird.
I was dumbfounded.
It was like he forgot his line. He was supposed to say something else, but he couldn't think of what it was.
That was it.
So he's like, I want your soul. I want you to be my corporate champion is what he was really trying to say, but they couldn't do that because they already done that storyline. Because The Rock was the corporate champion back in the day for the corporation.
And I think that's what he's getting at. You're selling your soul to the corporation to be the people, his champion, not the people's champion. And I think
The Rock's champion.
Yeah, the Rock champion.
Because they can't call himself the people's champion because The Rock has a belt and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't take
He's
that.
got the people's belt.
So I don't know.
So the bonus is
does Cody choose to side with Rock? Yes or no? We're not going to get deep into this and try to come up with some weird explanation for it. He's going to side with The Rock or he's not going to side with The Rock. And if you choose correctly, you get an extra 5 points just because I don't know what to make of this story.
Me neither.
And I think it's a terrible story. But I also think there's a point to the story, which I'll talk about when I get to my turn.
It comes up to that whole stuff that they started doing and then stopped. It almost feels like the stuff that they were trying to do back when they tried to do that match.
I'll tell you my theory.
Yeah, I know, but
all right, well, let's get into it.
But we'll go to Bryan first. What do you think Cody's going to do? Is he going to choose to side with The Rock or not side with The Rock?
So I watched this 22-minute clip yesterday.
It was too long of a promo.
Oh, it was way too long.
Minutes.
It was way too long.
But
Rock promos get worse and worse.
I'm
gonna
say a positive on it. I'm gonna say a positive. It was interesting to see The Rock come out and the people go bananas, and then for him to pull a 180 and leave and people booing him. That was fun to see.
I said to Claire, I was like, you could definitely like, The Rock is a great actor. He makes a lot of money, sells a lot of tickets, but no one's giving that man an Oscar. And this exemplifies that. Like, no one's giving this guy an Oscar for acting.
I'm not saying he's an actor here.
His facial expressions during this did not correlate to what he was saying.
Well, the last 5 minutes was them
weird.
Both making facial expressions and nobody
weird.
talking.
It was just very awkward.
They kept doing this.
Yeah, like, were they going to say something? Like, The Rock kept turning around weirdly.
Yes.
He was about to do something or waiting for Cody to say something. I feel like there was more that someone forgot something. Someone either forgot a line, either The Rock forgot to say something to Cody, or Cody was supposed to say something to The Rock.
Was walking away very slowly, and Cody was supposed to, like, was he going to say no wait or something? Maybe he was waiting for him to say no wait.
So I feel like there was something missed there.
My thing is,
it missed.
It almost felt like The Rock was trying, like, that was Dwayne Johnson acting as The Rock.
Yeah.
That wasn't The Rock.
Yeah, it was
that's what I mean. Is like, it felt awkward because it felt like he was.
It felt like very
overdoing it.
Yeah, it felt very out of place.
Yeah.
Well, let me get to my pick because I want to say something to this acting thing.
All right, so
I'll
Bryan,
say I feel like
yes or no.
Hold on. That ending part, it was The Rock leaving nice and slowly because he wanted Cody to give him an answer, like say something, and nothing was said. And I think that's the story. It was awkward. I don't know if everybody got that, but that's what I get out of it. I believe Cody's going to come up. They're going to have a back and forth, and I think Cody's going to say, okay.
Say yes or no.
Cody did take sides with Roman Reigns, and that bothered Kevin Owens. I don't see Cody going in this direction, but I feel like it's that Darth Vader and Luke, will you come to the dark side or not, or make your own path?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Cody's going to make his own path. But this is going to set up a 2-night event. We're going to have that first night, and I think The Rock might be up against Cody on that first Saturday, or something's going to happen on that first Saturday, just like we had last year. Cody had to fight 2 matches. He had the Saturday one and then the Sunday one.
Yeah.
And I think they might be doing the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to say Cody says no, because it's the answer is going to lead to WrestleMania.
All right. Okay.
That's it.
Josh, will Cody side with the dark side, or will he stay on the light side?
Yeah.
I said no.
Okay. All right. Well,
just doesn't make sense.
Well, let me tell you why it does. I think Cody will start off saying no, but The Rock will have something happen where he will either bring out Cody's wife or something and hold her, I don't want to say hostage, but something crazy is going to happen where either that or his mom, even
Mama Rhodes. It was mentioned in the thing. He's going to bring out Mama Rhodes and say, if you don't side with me, we're going to, the friendship's over between the mamas.
Do you think this is going to be like stupid old school WWE?
Stupid old school WWE. They're going to do this because I've picked Cena to win Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And if Cena's winning Elimination Chamber, he's going against Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
You can't have a babyface versus babyface at WrestleMania. It just doesn't work. So what they're going to do is they're going to turn Cody, or try to turn Cody, so then he can fight good guy Cena. He's going to save the soul of WWE by beating Cody Rhodes to take back the soul of WWE.
And beat the bad out of him.
And save Cody from Rock.
So you basically think The Rock wants the nightmare to be the nightmare and not be the dream.
This is a longer story that's been planted since last year.
Mm-hmm.
After last year's WrestleMania, The Rock said to Cody, I'll see you later.
And he gave
I'm gonna
him
go
something.
do stuff and I'll be back.
Yeah.
He gave him something. Yep.
Yep.
And then he disappeared. Then he returns at Netflix debut. Buddy with Cody.
Yep.
They're best pals.
Yep.
Having Terramon in the back.
Yep.
Living up the life.
Yeah.
Their mamas are best friends.
Mamas are best friends.
They're brothers.
You went to world premieres together?
You went to world premieres together. You took them to Moana 2.
Moana 2.
Rock side with Roman.
Yeah.
He's bringing him into the family.
Yeah.
They're pals. They're friends. This is all Rock's big plan. To corrupt Cody. To take away everything Cody holds dear. The fans. The love of the WWE.
Interesting.
Wants to break him down.
Yeah.
Tear him down to his bitterness and like destroy him. So his only way of doing this is he's going to bring him into the fold. Destroy Cody this way. Or try to destroy Cody this way.
Right. Make him do things he doesn't want to do.
Make do things he doesn't want to do.
Right.
Be the corporate champion.
Yep.
Has to be like, he's like enslaved. Like, I'm not saying enslaved, but he's like
beholden
to The Rock.
Yeah.
Where he has to do these things to be able to keep everything he wants and everything he needs.
Yeah.
And then Cena, the white knight in shining armor, needs to save the soul of WWE. Take us all, save us from The Rock, Cena. One last time. Right into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Take out the bad guy. Become the champion that you need to be. Take down the 17th championship. End of WrestleMania Sunday night. John Cena on the top rope, holding the belt high. Cody's on the ground. Rock is fuming. He is so mad that he's lost his guy.
Yep.
And then that sets up Rock versus Cena for one last match. To the soul of WWE. Is it going to be The Rock or is it going to be Cena? So that's my big story, I think.
I like that. That's not bad.
So Cody's going to have to say yes to Rock.
Wow. Man, you know, we gotta have Mark start going first. But maybe
this is why he doesn't go first.
You persuading me to
Brian,
something.
Exactly.
Forget,
so that's why I go last, because I have a lot of theories.
Don't forget, he's also screwed you up a few times
and change your ideas.
Remember, because he did that once.
I did that once.
He did that whole story, and you're like, "Oh, I'm changing mine."
Well,
so that's why
I couldn't. But
No, you did. There was that one time where
I didn't go.
He didn't go last.
And I did say something.
It was like a Rhea thing.
I was going to do this, but you convinced me to change it.
You're right.
So I don't go last anymore because of that. And I'm also in the lead, so I get to go last.
That's true.
So that's one of the advantages of being in the lead.
Wow. But you make a great point. That could happen. I like that. Because, okay, say, we already made our picks, obviously. But Cena versus Cody at WrestleMania is more compelling.
Tickets.
It's more compelling if one of them is kind of going in the bad direction as the heel.
If you think about it, if you're going into WrestleMania and you're buying a ticket, if you're just Joe Q Public and your decision is to buy a ticket to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What would sell you more on a ticket to WrestleMania? CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes? Or John Cena versus Cody Rhodes?
I mean,
for the soul of WWE.
Well, I would argue this WrestleMania, I feel like CM Punk has the stardom to still be up there. But
Punk can next year.
Yes.
You could do that story whenever.
But we also have it's a 2-night event. So this is why I'm thinking that John Cena.
Well, one night's going to be.
It's going to be Cena and Cody. If it goes that way,
it's Cena Cody's Sunday night.
But it also,
match.
The Rock could be up against somebody Saturday night, like he was last year.
So,
but do we repeat that? I don't know. I like your idea.
Yeah.
I mean, in your theory, we would have a Sunday Cody Rhodes Cena, but what would be the main event on Saturday? Like with your
Rhea?
But they start. You notice something when it comes to that match? Rhea Ripley always sets the tone.
Jay Gunther? Jay wins.
Jay Gunther, that could be a good
The
ending.
possibility of Jay winning, ending Saturday night.
That would be huge because he's a superstar right now.
Yeah.
His stardom is like the moon.
Yeah.
No matter what they do, the card for WrestleMania is going to be so big.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be stacked.
Oh.
Like, do you do all the main belt championships on Sunday? Or do you distribute them?
Split it up.
No, that's what I mean. It's like no, but like
added more. You have the
do you
women's.
do like a SmackDown one
Yeah.
and then a Raw one, or do
You're
you
gonna have LA Knight versus Nakamura is gonna be in WrestleMania. I'm assuming.
Probably.
You're gonna have something with the bloodline going on.
They also have the Braun
tag teams.
The Strowman match.
Belt.
Strowman's gonna be in there somewhere.
I mean, WrestleMania.
The tag team championship.
A lot of
the
big
SmackDown
points.
tag team championship match is probably going to be Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits versus DIY versus Pretty Deadly in a fatal 4-way.
Maybe, or just a
no
3-way.
like Texas Tornado match where there's no tagging and it's just running all over the place.
No, Mark, it's going to become a fatal 5-way because the Hardys are going to come back.
Well, the Hardys are going to be on NXT this week.
I know.
Now, dumb question for our Elimination Chamber. It's a pin, right? It's not.
Yeah, you gotta get pinned to be eliminated.
Yeah, there's no
way to throw you out because there's a roof.
Oh yeah. They're in the thing. I forgot about that. I forgot the cage.
Well, that's full-on chamber.
That's the one thing. That's one thing I'm waiting for. I want to see if they have Alexa do the leap again.
Yeah, they'll have multiple things. Like that's
like
why
she
Logan
did
Paul's in the
that
men's,
whole.
So Logan Paul could be the jumpy guy.
Yeah.
Was she the one that like climbed and actually like did a stunt off the top of the cage or off the top of the pod?
Doesn't it have a roof though? It has a roof.
It has a roof.
It has a roof.
Yeah.
But I mean,
there's a chain.
There's been stuff where people have done like climb up things and then off the top of the cage.
AJ Styles did that one.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Top and then dropped from the top.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Alexa did the bomb off the pod.
Yeah.
Onto everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
So
she did a Twisted Bliss off.
Yeah, that's what
it was funny because this is Saturday night at 7 p.m. and I was like, I have to watch this live because Sunday I'm going to see Matt Ryan. I can see Mark.
He's going to talk about it.
I know.
We're going to talk about
I'm like, I can't. I got to watch it.
You got the show too. You're going to be
I got to watch it.
My question to Bryan is, have you been trying to watch any NXT stuff?
I don't have those channels, so I can't.
He's got the C-dubs.
I could watch the highlights on YouTube, but
the C-dubs.
I just cannot watch any of that.
Are you at least caught up on anything that's been going on with the crossover of NXT and TNA?
I see the thumbnails, and I could watch them on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys are going to be on NXT tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I've seen other people jump back and forth.
But
But I don't know what's going on.
Did both of you see who's the new member of TNA?
Oh, is that what's her face from
No. Someone came out with a guitar.
Oh, Joe
Hendry sang. He got jumped, and the next brother, Elijah, came out.
Yes.
So now you have Walk with Elijah.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that. I saw
Elias. Yes, Elias. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Elias, Ezekiel, and now the next brother, Elijah.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I could. It's just there's so much.
I know.
On.
I watched it on YouTube, but it was just
now, right?
What?
He's a part of the Kingdom.
Who?
Elijah. With the two other guys.
Oh,
they all in
maybe
white? All in white.
Because there's like the System, and then there's. But were they TNA? I thought those guys were AEW.
I can't remember.
Because I
don't know.
I just know he showed up on TNA, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get TNA. They're on like Access or something.
I can't remember.
I don't even know what channel they're on.
Yeah, I mean, because I just have streaming stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited for Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Should be really good. I'm excited to see the points. So 5 points if we get. I mean, even if I were to get Seth or Logan or anybody, I just need
because if you get any of them correct but not get them all in order, you still get 5 points.
Yeah,
so
Access TV.
There's a good chance to good chance to catch a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean,
or me just to walk ahead by 60 some odd points or whatever.
Let's hope not. Let's hope
because then that basically wraps up the show.
No, well, we're going. WrestleMania could
There's not gonna be that many points available. Like to get if I get
WrestleMania is a lot of 2-pointers.
If I'm already 20 points ahead of you going into this,
yeah, I know.
And if
Mark
roughly
gains
get about
any points,
if I get like I think I figured it out last week. If I get like say 40 points out of this weekend,
yeah,
that and you guys don't.
But that's the problem though. You can't now because for the most part, you and Bryan are picked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm saying, but there's some changes. But if I were to get the super bonus on both these, that's 60. That's almost 70 points. Over 70 points. If I were to hit both those, just saying, not saying I'm going.
Oh no, but I'm just.
But if I were to hit both those,
but that's what I was saying.
And you guys have basic nights, and I have a basic night too. That still put me like 70 points ahead of you guys going into WrestleMania.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, but that's what I'm saying is
it could happen. It could also change the whole game. You guys, one of you guys could hit big. This could give Josh a chance to catch up.
Yeah,
he's only like
I'm 40. I'm 40 away from you. 20 from Bryan.
So it could be a big. It could be a big.
But that's
thing.
what I mean is as of this point of the pick, I don't. You could go away from me.
Yes,
but I think you're too close to Bryan. Like with
what
you
guys,
I
could eliminate you easily, but I'm not saying that you also could catch up.
No, I know, but that's I'm just saying going off of the way we picked today.
Yeah,
I don't think you can go too far ahead.
No, I will admit I played a little bit defensive and went kind of in line with Bryan a little bit to kind of hedge my bets.
Well, it is a tough one. I'm
not trying to make you feel bad, Josh, but you're far enough behind me where I'm not really worried about you right
that's
now.
What I mean. I was even going to say it. The only thing that can happen after tonight is me being destroyed.
Yes. Well, or you could catch up.
No, but
completely.
that's what I mean. Is no matter how it turns out, I think it's you can't. I'm the only one who has a potential of gaining the most.
Yes.
Whereas you two are going to like even out.
Either we like pace each other and you get left behind, or you catch up.
Right.
Or we catch up and Mark kind of we give Mark
you and I are.
Well, that's what I mean is there's no way for Mark to get away from you at this point.
Yeah.
Because of the way you guys pick.
I'm just playing the game to here. I'm trying to play against you, but it's not as.
Like the only thing that can happen tonight is not tonight, but the only thing that can happen is me jumping closer.
Yeah.
Or you two outpacing me so far.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about the belt.
Yes. All right, we should wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up here.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, have a great Elimination Chamber weekend. Hopefully we see you in Manchester on Sunday.
Yeah.
Bryan will be more than happy to talk to you about Elimination Chamber if you're there. Mention the show. Bryan will give you a discount on stickers.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
You'll get 18 for $5.
Yeah, why not?
Look at that.
Yeah. Might even give you a free one. Who knows? If you treat them nicely. But as always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind. Please like us, subscribe, and good night, Rocky.
Good night, Bobby. See you, Howard. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Rick.